McDonald's chicken nuggets, we are going to make the copycat recipe. You can either trick your kids, make them think that you are buying the McDonald's and see if they know the difference, or you can have them help you make them. It's really fun. I'm pretty sure kids will have fun doing this. Right here, I'm showing you everything that you need, and I am going to provide a clip of all the seasonings of everything, also the measurements. So you want to make sure you have the adobo with the green cap. That's the only thing that is crucial. And then you want to make sure you have ground chicken. You can go to your local grocery store or your Italian market. That's where I went, and they always have ground chicken. So the first thing you're going to do is take 1.5 pounds of the ground chicken. You're going to put that in a bowl. Then you're going to take the seasonings, the Lowry's, the parsley, the chicken poultry rub, the garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, and the adobo seasonings, and you're going to put that in there and mix it all up. You can use as much of the seasoning as you like. For the actual recipe, I did provide a clip that showed you the actual measurements. Nutrition wise, it is supposed to be 1 tablespoon of each seasoning, but as you all know, some people like a little bit more. Just like me, just do not over season it because you are going to fry these. The chicken rub is from the brand Lowry's as well, and I believe I got this from Sam's Club, but GFS has it as well. So it is very important for you to mix this up well. You do not want any seasonings left in the bowl. Everything should be well incorporated into the ground chicken, almost like a paste. After you get everything mixed in well, it is time for you to form the actual nuggets. You want to take a cookie sheet and line it with some parchment paper and a little bit of water in a boil. Dip your fingers in them and then go ahead and resemble the shape of the chicken nuggets. The water is to keep the ground chicken from sticking, and you just want to create the oval. Make sure you pat it down. Don't use too much because you don't want it to be thick, but you don't want it to be thin either. Go ahead and repeat the process as you see me doing here. If you need more water, go ahead and grab some more water, but try to keep them uniform. If not, I'm pretty sure the people are going to eat them anyways. So after you get done forming all of the nuggets, they should look like this. You want to cover them with some more parchment paper and put them in the freezer for at least an hour. We will be doing a dry batter and a wet batter. Here I'm going to start with the wet batter, and this is the list provided to you. So here's a list of all the ingredients and the measurements. The only thing you need is cornstarch, all-purpose flour, baking powder, baking soda, eggs, and water. Of course, you're going to go ahead and put all that into a bowl, and it will look like this. This is kind of like a tempura batter. It will stick better to the nuggets. Now we're going to create the flour mixture. Here is a list of the ingredients and the measurements. So we're going to season the flour mixture with just Creole salt and white pepper. So right here, you see me mixing everything into a bowl. If you feel like you want more seasonings, just add more, but do not add a lot of salt. So just make sure you get everything well incorporated into the flour. If you want to use a sifter just to make sure that it is mixed in, go ahead and use that. But for the most part, you can just use a spatula, a spoon, or whatever it is that you have. Now that you have everything set up, it is time to fry your nuggets. There is a technique to this, so please watch me closely. Go ahead and grab the nuggets from the freezer, and you want to take a couple at a time. You want to start with the dry and then in with the wet and then into the grease. We're going to do the right hand, left hand, right method, where one hand is with the wet, the other hand is with the dry. So what you want to do in this case is you want to reverse it. We're going to start with the dry and end with the wet. So now you're going to see me fry all of the nuggets. Don't be alarmed when you see the drippings from the wet batter into the grease. Just go ahead and scoop that out. This is a tempura batter, so you will see that. You can keep them or you can throw them away, but make sure you remove them from the grease. So the easiest way to do this is to allow them to cook and then go ahead and remove them from the grease. After that, your nuggets will look like this. Make sure they are crispy brown before you take them out. You want to take a cookie sheet, line it with some paper towel, and put the nuggets on there. Let them drain out. Repeat the process until all of your nuggets are cooked. I do suggest that you do this on a paper towel so that excess grease is soaked up. Repeat the process until all the nuggets are cooked, and they will look like this. you have just created yourself some McDonald's chicken nuggets. We can't forget the fries. So what you want to do is go ahead and peel some potatoes and then cut thin slices and then cut those into strings. So you can make these as thin or as thick as you like. For the sake of the video, it being a McDonald's copycat video, we made these pretty thin. You want to repeat the process in cutting them, and then you're going to drop them in that same grease. You want to fry them for about 6 to 7 minutes, depending on how crispy you like your French fries. And then once you get them out of the oil, you are immediately going to drop some salt on them and then get that tossed around. For the French fries, you do want to drain these on a rack. And now it is time to assemble your chicken nuggets and your fries. If your kids made this with you and you want them to feel like, they're at McDonald's or, eating McDonald's, you can get the same containers that I have. I got these from GFS. And you want to do the same thing with the fries. Just go ahead and pile them up on the container. So I use barbecue sauce as the dipping sauce for mine. By all means, if you want a different one, use a different one. So if you do trick your kids, I don't know if the McDonald's will let you just have the box, but they probably make you pay for it. They make you pay for everything. But that is the end of this video. Let me know how y'all like this recipe, and I will see you in my next video.